kind of like it does on Twitch. I also need to fix my Twitch to properly display the fact that I only fucking, have a day or two or whatever things that I do. Like, herp. Anyway. I'm just having a going live stream in a minute anyway. Let's see. So we should be live on all of the everything. Correct window. She's. There we go. Correct seat. This is correct. Thank you all and welcome to Anime Talk Show Tuesday, episode 25. This is the special guest show, the bi-weekly show that is done here. Usually we start around 7:30 p.m. CST. We're a bit late because we were having some funny guests, which usually happens. Well, we're not always late. You're late. You're always late most of the time. Yeah. Well, no. I've had volunteers. I have a list of people to volunteer. The problem is they're like, yeah, no, I'd love to do that. And then they're like, what day is it? And they're like, yeah, maybe. Like, contact me an hour before. And then, most of the time somebody will say yes. Like, I send out, a mass text to all those people, and somebody will join. But sometimes I'm not so lucky. I actually don't even see anybody online today, even in the normal groups that I normally, would message like most of these people. But either way, we have people in our own community that are, weebs, nerds, whatever, anime nerds. So it's totally kosher and it works out. So, we are bringing on one of our very own in the Speakeasy Gaming community. His name is, I guess, how do you want to be presented as Bug Overlord? Is Bug? Yes, Bug here. He's in our Discord. His name is Bug Overlord, and currently his name is Z Bug Overlord because of filter that was it window filtering or whatever or cropping. But anyway, so let's see. Without further ado, I'm going to pull up my anime questions. And I'm not going to do that because they're on this page. Yes, I'm on this. There we go. Now I have it pulled up. Now everything's right. Alright, so again, welcome, Bug, for, thank you for hopping in and just kind of getting, talked into, getting peer pressured into doing this at the last minute, basically. Yep. So, first of all, tell us a little bit about yourself. I mean, I already know about you because I know you're in real life. How the internet about yourself, what you like to do, what you do, things of that nature. Do you actually like reading separately? Because this is actually something I don't know about you. It is to be. Oh, that's cool. There's actually a book series I got into recently. I'll probably give you the titles to later. You like sci-fi stuff, or you like just mainly fantasy instead, like elves and shit? Well, I mean, it's sci-fi fantasy is what I'm, mine classified as. It's still kind of cool, but it's like more realistic. Like the best way to put it is if basically the world continues in the way it does in about 200 years. It's about how the world you would expect the world to end up in 200 years. I mean, besides the whole broken and completely torn up and bombed out because we fucking killed each other, but long story short, it basically, America took over the world and became, the New World Order in a nutshell, and then it started going out into space, so then everything became Space America. It's actually pretty accurate. Yeah. But anyway. Yeah, so that's pretty interesting. We're gonna start off the questions here for you. So, first question is, what kind of anime do you like to watch, and do you have a preferred genre? I mean, that you just accurately described described this genre. You're like, I'm not sure on genre, but you said slice of life, that's a genre. You said action, which is also a genre. There's like certain subsects of action, like shonen and stuff like that, which is like shonen's like fighting stuff, like Bleach and all of those. But yeah, action is a general term. I guess I could agree with that. Pretty close, similar there. Alright, so what is your favorite anime, and what is your favorite episode / scene from it? Are you referring to like episode 1, or like what were you talking about? Hmm. Just the intro song and stuff in general. That's one of those things I really liked about Ghost in the Shell and Pop Everything is the music. I have a couple of the songs that float around in my car on that flash drive. I have the intro song for Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex 2. I had the first one somewhere. It's not on that flash drive. It needs to be on there though. And then, as everybody else here knows, the shows, I talk about Ghost in the Shell all the fucking time, and that poster above my head, or at least my character's head. Yeah, like Ghost in the Shell. The movie is cool. I like standalone complex stuff better than the movies, personally, but that's just because of, like, well, the nature is fundamentally different in both, and also the standalone complex has, like, just a lot more story, a lot more shit going on. It's longer, basically. Also, my big-titted major waifu that could kick my ass is, exactly that. Anyway, so, interesting. What kind of effect does anime have on you and your life? Hero's pretty fucking weird. This is much cyberpunk. So like on the cyberpunk aspect, kind of, I think, close to that, you should watch, oh hey, it's a Miyuki. I haven't seen a Miyuki in forever. Hi hi. But anyway, on the topic of cyberpunk and really old movies, it's really good, is Jinro. You've probably never heard of it. Oh, yeah, it's like, the Jinro the Wolf Brigade. It's, about like future and terrorism and like fascist government kind of level shit. And it's actually really cool. I went and watched it, and it's just ultra deep and really cool. And even for the age, it's pretty solid movie. I recommend finding it and watching it. It's pretty cool. It's also really weird and hard to like understand and make sense of it. But like, since I know you personally, and I know like how you are, how you like conspiracies and stuff, it's definitely got some like conspiracy things in it. At least having to do with the movies time around or whatever. It's interesting. It's definitely what it is. Um, alrighty. So, let's see, how do you normally like to watch anime? Like, do you just do you watch anime while eating? Do you like to just like sit down on the weekends, watch anime? Do you have some sort of system or specific thing you like to do? Yeah. Oh, oh, nice. I'm kind of happy you brought up Redline because nobody fucking talks about or knows about Redline, but it was really good. I love Redline. I bought it too. Yeah, Redline was fucking amazing. You can't really hear the person you're talking to. He's very low normally. Let me try turning him up. Turn him up for what? Oh, we gotta turn up his name. I think he's fun. Scared. He's very sensible. He's also toxic, though. Try to say something? Speak again? Yeah. Thank you for that feedback, by the way. Oh, let's see here. So, do do you prefer to watch anime while it's airing, or wait and binge it all at the end? Mhm. I mean, did you ever watch Dragon Ball forever ago? Back in the day? I think that counts. I think that counts, but not because like it counts in some aspect, but that's all the English dub stuff that was like that. But still the same thing. It's still watching it kind of like Zeus, but yeah. So you prefer to basically just watch it all at once, kind of deal. Yeah, pretty fun. What? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? Let's see. Alrighty. So are you watching anything that is currently airing? I don't remember. I feel like you brought something up, but I can't remember. Hmm. Still can't do it. Is it just your settings? Question mark? Maybe? Because everybody's up. I mean, like, the dude's coming through my ears pretty well, and I just boosted his sound to 150. Yeah. I think I turned up my Discord audio entirely. That's weird. I don't know, High Tech, you're watching the stream. Is the sound alright to you, or is it... Uh, that was it? That's weird. Does it? Weird. No, I don't have desktop volume muted. Oh, you know what? I see. I see. Yes. Try again. I get it now. The because I switched with the port my headset was plugged into, OBS, even though it's set to default and my headset set to default correctly, OBS wasn't picking up any sound. Hooray! So all of the questions that have been answered so far have been bupkis. Fantastic.
We may as well just restart the whole entire thing now.
Yep. Starting from the top. Damn it all. Alright.
Let's see if I actually hear myself.
He already explained his life. I'm not. It's still not picking anything up, is it? Oh no, is it? Yes, no, yes. Speak. Somebody.
Test.
Yep. Nope. Definitely picking it up. Alright. Taking it from the top. Alright, we're going to run through the first questions we did really quickly then. So what kind of anime do you like to watch? Do you have a preferred genre?
Action.
Good. Action. Fantastic. Now, what is your favorite anime, and what is your favorite episode/scene from it?
Ghost in the Shell intro.
Good shit.
Their opening.
Good choice. I love how Kenneth was apparently there the whole time, but didn't say anything to anybody. Thanks,
Bastard.
Kenneth.
Damn you, you fat bastard.
Oh,
On this shit.
terrible. What kind of effect does anime have on you and your life?
Something about cyberpunk.
I can't. He talked about. His earlier answer was he said if he didn't do anime, he probably wouldn't have known about cyberpunk.
Sorry, I hear you talking shit about me, Hackek. Yeah. You fat Mexican Jew bastard.
Oh, intruder.
Not telling me shit.
Intruder.
Fuck out of here.
Anyway.
I can't drag him. Yeah, you're
no.
now.
No, you can't. How do you, he got out of here. How do you, oh god. God. How do you normally like to watch anime?
If it's a movie, usually eating. Otherwise, at night, I suppose.
Nice. And then, do you prefer to watch anime while it's airing, or wait and binge it all at the end?
Wait and binge.
Nice. Are you watching anything that's currently airing? You said no. So, alrighty then. Now we're on to the real questions. So how many episodes do you like to see an anime have? If you especially enjoy it as well.
Wait, what was the question?
The question is, how many episodes do you like to see an anime have, if you especially enjoy it?
Well, usually, most of the animes I've watched have been like 13 episodes a season or something along those lines. Sometimes like the 20 through 24 episodes a season. But I liked Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, and I don't really see that I like anime that goes on too long. I would like for it to end at some point. Yeah. So probably 60 or 70 episodes, because Brotherhood felt like it was spaced out fairly well.
Nice. And then that's part of like a problem with anime. You have animes that are like 12 episodes, and like there's so much story that they jam it all into 12 episodes, and it falls flat because of that. Like you get proper closure, it just feels rushed. And then you have the ones that go 24 that feel decent. And then you have the ones that go 24 where they could have ended at like episode maybe 15 or something, and like the other stuff's just shit. And then you have the opposite where things just last forever and then they're shit, or things last relatively forever, like a couple hundred episodes, and they're good. So it all just kind of depends. Most of the ones these days, most of them are usually like a regular standard season. I think currently is about one. It's about 12 episodes. That's usually a standard season. So, it just depends on the anime. And I think most of the ones that I've seen recently have just been 12 episodes seasons. Let's see. Alrighty then. So, on that note, what animes do you feel should have had more seasons, and what animes do you feel should have had less?
For less, probably One Piece, maybe?
Yes. It's like that's the one that's still ridiculous. Currently forever going on, yeah.
I mean, Detective Conan started before One Piece, and that's still fucking going too.
That's true.
For more, honestly, I kind of like Lupin the Third, but are those all movies?
No,
I've seen movies for it, but
there's movies and there's Lupin the Third and there's actual anime for Lupin the Third.
I like that. I wish there were more movies of that. Honestly.
To be fair, like bus fare, and then now we're talking about like rodeo fares. Gotcha. To be fair, what?
Oh.
Naruto should have ended earlier. Ah, yes. No, I'm talking to Twitch chat. Miyuki's sitting there hanging out. I hadn't seen Miyuki in forever. So, it's so weird to see you around. Ah, I'm scared. Like, I haven't seen you since almost a year, basically. It's been a year. One Piece kind of had a reason to keep going. Ah. Yeah, I never really got that into One Piece, and also the surprisingly high episode count kind of makes me, like, pushes me away from there, personally. Last season of Naruto was filler. Yeah. Always. Let's see.
It actually was like, I think it was like last 2 seasons, stuff like that. It was like 60 episodes. No, not 60, probably like 30 episodes of just filler for the last season.
Yep.
It was ridiculous.
And it has indeed been a year. So what do you feel was the saddest anime that you've seen?
Little Busters? Like anything made by Key, probably.
You know, that sounds about right. I'm not familiar with Key's work, but yeah.
Isn't Key the one that made Clannad?
Yeah.
Probably.
I've never seen Clannad, but I watched
so
Angel
good.
Beats.
It's so goddamn
Oh,
sad.
Angel Beats is pretty good too. Like Angel Beats. Little Busters. I didn't watch Little Busters actually. I think it was on my list at some point somewhere.
Yeah. Alright, so they made Canon, which is supposedly sad. Air, Clannad, fucking Planetary, Tomio, It's a Wonderful Life, Little Busters, Rewrite. Yeah, there's quite a few sad anime. Oh wait, no, I'm looking at the fucking visual novels. God damn it. Whatever. A lot of them are sad. Let's just say that.
Miyuki says Clannad and Angel Beats is so sad. Angel Beats wasn't that sad. You know what's funny about Angel Beats? I'm just like, ha ha! Everybody's gonna die! Ha ha ha! Ah, yes. And then the ending, I was like, it might have been a little sad, but I'm dead inside, so this doesn't affect me. And then I go and I watch Ancient Magus Bride, and I'm like crying like a little bitch most every episode for the first couple episodes, and then it kind of just stopped. Same thing with Violet Evergarden. Violet Evergarden recently is pretty fucking sad too. Jesus. So good though. Elfen Lied. And Elfen Lied didn't make me sad either that much. It was just kind of like... Elfen Lied was really fucked up. It wasn't sad as much as it was just like... The amount of shit that they went through was just fucked.
Dude,
anyway.
the story gets cut off like halfway through for the anime too. It sucks.
I'm pretty
it was just
sure.
like a rushed ending.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. Boop, 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 boop. So, what on the flip side of that, what do you feel was the most happy / upbeat anime you've seen?
That's tough. I don't know if I've ever really watched an upbeat anime.
I mean, maybe you haven't. I don't know. Yeah, from a lot of things you talk about, it's just like, yeah, they're fairly sad. I know Zoids was fairly upbeat, I guess, on the list of things that I know you've seen. It wasn't like super down or whatever. Chaotic Sentry, on the other hand, the one I keep talking about, and I'm gonna basically push you to watch, and I'm probably gonna throw you a link at you so you fucking watch it. That's fairly sad. Like, it's fairly down. Like, the whole anime is just constantly fighting and fucking then getting, like, just perpetually almost shit on or whatever. I mean, the main character is doing good, but it's super bleak. And it's like, damn.
For, like, probably the happiest anime, maybe Cromartie or Daily Lives of High School Boys, if you've ever seen those.
Negative. Have not. Nope. I mean, Redline's fairly upbeat, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
So I mean, like, it's just things like that. Is, you know, like, yeah, there's some bad shit happens in Redline, but it's mostly upbeat. I like Redline. Damn, they made me remember that Redline's a thing and it's good. Let's see. What is your least like genre and why? I mean, I feel like you had some hatred for slice of life there.
Yeah, I don't really care for stuff that doesn't really have any killing going on, usually.
My man. No, see, I'm much like that too. Except like there's some slice of life that have actually been okay because they touch upon like real life stuff and it's pretty neat. But
The
no,
shit that makes you cry.
no. Like the fucking love triangle from that one like anime, couple seasons back that we talked about. Uh, fuck, I can't remember.
I don't know
You,
why you
you
still have that fucking multi-stream there.
because it's most of the original people. Why Slice of Life is a TV show? Yeah, Slice of Life is like not a like dude thing for the most part. I think most dudes wouldn't or dislike it. We're all here for the violence and things. I
I
mean,
don't know,
like
man. I enjoy the slice of life.
I'm not gonna go trooper level with it, like where all I want to watch is Berserk. I mean, I like Eviscera and Destruction, like such as Berserk. That's why Elfen Lied and shit's in there. But nah, and some of the slice of life's okay. It just depends on how it's done. A lot of the slice of life just to me is fucking absolutely boring. Is the problem.
Like something like Cowboy Bebop, it doesn't have a lot of killing, really, I guess.
I mean,
But
some episodes do, but yeah.
yeah,
I mean, there's killing in it, but I mean, the main objective that they have is to bring them in alive. So you don't. They
Actually, a lot of the people they could have just killed. A lot of the bounties were dead or alive, I think, in the anime. But yeah.
pretty sure most of them they had to turn alive though. It's just that they ended up dying in the process. So they're just like, fuck, no bounty for us, goddammit.
Yeah, they got a severely reduced bounty. But no, and like Cowboy Bebop was listed as like the biggest deal, the weirdest fucking thing. It's listed as a space opera, which I think is funny. I had never heard of that
That's a
tag
really,
before.
really weird term.
Yeah, it is, but apparently like that's canon to what everybody knows it as, and I'm like, yeah, it's fucking weird. I was like, it's to me, it's not a space opera. It's sci-fi and stuff. It's kind of like fucking Outlaw Star was, except Outlaw Star was more action than Cowboy Bebop.
I think they had initially classified StarCraft, like the StarCraft series, as like a space opera.
Hmm. Interesting. That's kind of funny. Well, I can see StarCraft being a space opera because like, it's fucking heresy, lasguns, fucking. No, making fun of all that. Let's see. So, what is your least liked anime and why?
Least liked. I think what was the most recent Berserk anime? Just the way that it was animated. It was like the 3D animation one.
The 3D CG that apparently
Yeah.
Highkick, find that image because you showed that to us. I
What
didn't
image?
hate
What
it.
am I looking for?
The one where it's the shitty like from when the anime was airing to when they fixed it on the Blu-ray.
Oh yeah, I'll find it.
So you can show this man that's now up to date and doesn't
Uh,
look as bad.
are we talking about for Berserk?
Yes, Berserk. Just get that for him real quick. But no, they apparently in the thing they fixed it. What about Ajin? Ajin's pretty good from
It is
on
pretty
Netflix.
good.
However, it's got the weird 3D animation thing. Like a lot of people don't like that animation style or whatever. I'm totally okay with it because I don't really care. I liked the story and the things instead. But Alright, now on to the most controversial Ultra Weeb topics, the opinions section of this outline here, in these questionnaire. So how do you feel about subs versus dubs?
It depends. I like dubs in some, subs in others, but like if I was watching something really old, like Yu Yu Hakusho or like the original Dragon Ball,
Like,
I have to watch a dub.
yeah, like stuff you originally saw in English when you were a kid, it has to stay in English.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm on board with you there. Like sometimes I have to watch, one in English or whatever. Or I used to watch it in English first, but then like when I first started, started getting into subs, I started watching subs because I didn't want to wait like 2 extra years for my fucking dubs to get done, in my anime. So like I was able to change between English and Japanese all the time. Oh, what sucks is like whenever I'm watching the movies I have, like I own a lot of anime here in person or whatever. I bought a shit ton before I lost my job, and like I forget if I ever watched it in English or not. So I have to sit there and watch the first episode in English and then watch it in Japanese and then remember which I watched it in originally. Usually I just gravitate to whichever voices match the way the characters are supposed to be represented better these days because, well, there is a difference. Sometimes it's in Japanese, but like I hate when the main character is like a fucking badass machizo Ultraman, but like in Japanese, the dude's voice is relatively high pitched, versus like them choosing somebody decent in English. So I'll take the English version instead. But
Yeah.
for the most part, I'm like fairly flexible there. I watch I think mostly everything in subs, because here at the Anime Talk Show we watch seasonals. I usually don't have a choice. There is now what's called simuldubbing, actually, which is interesting. And I believe all of the dubs that end up on Toonami are only like a week, like for the big shows that are simulcasted. I think the dubs are only like a week fucking behind these days, which is kind of cool. I'm glad that anime has got enough traction where that's a thing. So that's pretty cool that, they're being dubbed basically before they finish releasing in Japan. Whereas, years ago, it would literally take 2 years for something to get dubbed. So, that's pretty
Yeah.
cool. Alright. What are your thoughts on fan service?
It's all right. I can take it or leave it. Depends on if it, detracts from the anime, but I don't really care either way.
Nice. Decent answer. Good stuff. And with that, I open up the floor for you to ask us any questions that you would like. I love how, like, the bit rate keeps hitting 0, and then it goes back up. We've dropped 10,612 frames this session. What the
Damn, dude.
fuck? Yeah, it's an 18% loss rate. That's pretty bad.
I sent you 3 pictures to what side by side comparisons you can look at.
Yeah. So do you have any questions for us, Boog?
Have you ever started watching an anime and then immediately stopped watching it because you didn't like it?
Yes!
Yes.
I mean,
Reverse harems.
oh my god, no, yes. I was gonna say no. I almost gave the fucking Shin Goku whatever the fuck one, like, a chance, but then I was like, nah, this is too awful. So I was like, oh no, all the pretty boys. I was like, hopefully it's not a reverse harem, hopefully it's not a reverse harem, hopefully it's not a reverse harem. And then it happened, I was like, oh, nope. No, gotta drop it.
Surprisingly, though, I also did it with I think the anime was called like Kaiju. You think it'd be like the perfect anime for us guys, but I'm just like, this is kind of shit.
Which
It can have all the fans and service in the world, but it's still shit.
Is Kaijo the one with the boobs and ass game?
Yep.
See, I didn't even want to touch it personally. I still haven't. I may eventually, because I hear it's like hilarious. And I watched like some scenes from my sister's, over my sister's shoulder. It looked pretty funny. It's just like hard there. But no, like yeah. So for the seasonal show, I usually watch almost everything at least once on the list, if it sounds remotely interesting to me. But if it turns out to just be like trash can dumpstered, then it's done though. You hate that show. You watched one episode, but no, never again. Yeah, I didn't know super hard fan service. Yeah, I don't know. That might be like not for me. See, but
I
like
don't mind.
I was gonna say, I'll let you continue. Then
I was just gonna say I don't mind fan service as long as it's done like in a way where it doesn't. It's not the only reason why the show exists.
I mean, see, you keep saying that, but then I keep bringing up fucking High School DxD, which is literally just
Yes,
fan service and shit.
yes,
But
but it
High
actually
School
has a
DxD,
decent plot.
well, now it has a decent plot. Originally, it didn't. Like, it actually really wasn't bad originally either. It's hard. I liked High School DxD, but like Kaijo, I don't think I would like it. It's different.
It's like the plot for Kaijo is just it's it's really dull.
Well,
Like I
maybe
don't think the
maybe
show
the
was well executed.
maybe the other thing was with High School DxD is it wasn't just like super etchy fan service. It was also that it was pretty funny. Like it was a comedy. I think that's probably why I liked it.
That's probably why.
Because comedy is a big deal.
Oh yeah, especially for fan service animes.
I mean, it's like My Girlfriend is a Show Bitch. That one, that's all comedy.
That was pretty funny.
Yep. So it was good.
Just like
Great
the another shit. What was it?
just like any of the other Rider animes, like Aramanga Sensei or the All You Need Is a Little Sister anime, which, yeah, they're both fairly etchy, I think, in their own rights, and they're also both fucking hilarious.
That other show that we watched. That it's like he ended up he just randomly asked the girl out and she said yes. I forgot what the fucking show was called, but that was like fan service off the ass.
yes, the something Hajimite no Gal.
There we go. That was
My
hilarious.
Girlfriend is a Gal. Yeah, there we go. Yep, that was fucking hilarious too. That's pretty good. And then on another note of fan service and just pure hilarity, I would raise up Prison School if you've ever never seen that or ever seen that. Fucking so terrible, but it's hilarious. Oh Christ. The reason why Prison School is pretty good because it like took some stuff from like Fully Cooley and like would randomly go into like manga level scenes in the middle of nowhere like Fully Cooley did. Speaking of which, we get another fucking 2 seasons of Fully Cooley soon. That'll be great.
Dude, I can't wait for that. It's gonna be amazing.
So
At least I hope it'll be amazing.
any other questions for us, Bug?
Not really.
All right. Well, so like you say, you don't seem to like anime as much, but you asked about anime sites, and you do still. You answer most of these questions fairly well. You do have a decent like repertoire of anime, so that's good. Anyway, so with all of these this anime talk, are you interested in visiting Japan, the Great Homeland, the Weeb Mecca, the final resting place of my life, probably?
Maybe. Probably.
Maybe,
Most
probably.
likely.
You're the only person that's ever given like not a straight yes. Everybody's like, yeah, damn right. But I mean, on top of all the weeb shit that I wanted to that I want to visit Japan for, like Japan's got a lot of well, I mean, it's also tied to their culture, but they have a lot of like interesting architectural stuff and art things and all sorts of other stuff. That stuff doesn't really interest me even anywhere. Like I can go run around downtown and like anywhere in Texas. However, I say that, but I like San Antonio and I like the Riverwalk in the downtown area in San Antonio. It was actually like one of my funnest places to just be. I could just walk around there at night. Like anytime I go there and stay in a hotel with anybody, I usually just dick around and go walk around in the middle of the night because I just like it. It's kind of nice. Kind of weird. Also, all the cool fucking graffiti street artists come out at night. But anyway. Well, I think that's been all of us here. He doesn't stream or anything like that, so I can't plug his relevant streams or anything. But he's one of our fantastic community members here at Speakeasy Gaming, so you could come, join us one of these days. Anybody and anything. And Miyuki as well, since you're around. If you ever have free time on a Tuesday and you want to be a guest, you're more than welcome to. I know you don't really stream as much anymore, seeing that you're Stasis and Cast or Die, but I do know that you are kind of alive still. You're just kind of around. So if you ever feel like you want to do that, just hit me up and let me know. It's free and open to really anybody. Majority of our people that we do guest shows on have been from Cast or Die or are still Cast or Die, that sort of thing. But, everybody's welcome here. Even people that I don't know are welcome. Random Twitter people. If anybody ever watches these things from somewhere, or even, from YouTube, what have you, message me somehow. Get at me.
We need more guests in our lineup.
Yep.
It's starting to become difficult.
A little bit. But that has been all of us from Speakeasy Gaming and the Anime Talk Show. Nice. Thank you, Miki. This has been episode 225. Catch us again on Thursday. Me and Raining Death 909, my co-host for the News Talk Show, will be running our normal, again, News Talk Show on Thursday. I'm not sure if we're going to do it on this channel this week or not. I might have to give them the stream key. I will be out of town, so it's going to be a weird stream. Weird news stream. I'm not sure how we're going to make it all work, but we'll probably figure it out by that time. Or kind of wing it. Probably more likely the wing it thing, since that's how we normally do here. And thank you all for joining us, and we'll catch you on the next stream.